this is my first planning video, which is so exciting, also a little nerve-wracking, I'll be honest, so if I trip up or anything, kind of forgive me, just a little bit of jitters. But I do want to talk to you today about my new planner. It's my Plum Paper planner that I just got in, and I've been so excited to make this video, mainly because I want to rip it open and start using it, but I have managed to mostly keep it in the box. I did open the box to take a little sneak peek, but everything else is how it is, so you guys will see kind of what it looks like, how it comes, when I opened it, what I saw. So I do want to talk a little bit. I switched to the Plum Paper planner this year from my Lilly Pulitzer planner. And even though the Lilly Pulitzer planner is a little more basic, and I know a lot of people don't think of it kind of as professionally using it as a planner, it was a system that I found really worked for me. And I am going to do another video about how I set it up and how I used it, because I did find that it was really helpful balancing my schedule with my classes and with my social life. And so I'll do another video kind of talking about that. But when I started looking at different planners, I realized there were so many options, and there's really this big, fun community of planning, and so I decided to look at everything. Last semester, I did order this Erin Condren notebook. I didn't go ahead and get a planner because I like to do some research, so I decided to get the book and kind of give it a test drive, see how I liked it. And it was really fun. I had so much fun customizing the cover and choosing anything I wanted to add into it, but I really felt like it just wasn't what I was looking for. I found myself a little disappointed when I opened it, and I haven't used it that much, but mainly just kind of the design of it. I know so many people get sticker kits and things like that, but I kind of wanted something that off the bat I was okay with. The color scheme, the design, all of that, and it just kind of wasn't up to what I really had hoped it would be. So I looked around and I found the Plum Paper planner, and I did get the student planner because I'm in college taking classes, and it was really the best option for me. That's another thing with the Erin Condren planners. I didn't feel like any of the three layouts would really work with so much that I have going on. I have my sorority, I have my social events, going home, my classes, just a bunch of things, and I needed separate spaces for that. So I'll show you in the Plum planner how I kind of picked the student planner and what that has to offer. But my one thing with the Plum Paper planner is you cannot beat Erin Condren's accessories that she makes and all of the different things you can add in. So I did kind of break down and buy some of the Erin Condren accessories that will also still work in my Plum Paper planner. So I bought this cute little new magnetic bookmark, some of her Keep It Together bands that will match the cover that I picked, which you guys will see in a minute. This little clip-in dashboard of sticky notes that I think will just work really well when I'm kind of pre-planning and need to jot things down. And then I did also get these customized stickers. Plum Paper does make stickers, but you can't customize what's written on them. And so I went ahead and got Erin Condren's, and you'll see more of how I plan to use those in this video, and then in my coming up Plan With Me videos, where I actually show you how, as a student, I use my planner. I know in the planning community, I've watched so many Plan With Me videos and seen so many amazing blogs that I love and can get just completely caught up reading and looking at, but I didn't find one that really spoke to students or people who have very strict things that they have going on. You know, I can't necessarily buy a sticker kit and cover everything up with fun stickers, even though I wish I could. I just have too much that I actually need to write in my planner. And that's kind of how I decided to start doing this. And I also am so obsessed with all things organization, so I think it's a good fit. And I hope you guys like this video, and now we're actually going to get into the unboxing of this new Plum Paper planner. Okay, so this is the box that the planner comes in. It's nothing fancy, especially compared to some of the Erin Condren boxes, but it does have their logo and this nice little design on the side, and it's definitely enough to keep your planner safe when it's in the mail, which is what's most important. So when you open the box, there is this bubble wrap, just kind of another layer of protection, which is really nice. And then you get to your planner, which is so exciting. I have been waiting, like I told you guys. I've had some self-discipline to keep it in here, and now I get to open it. So it comes with this cellophane wrap, which I'll also remove,
but I like that too. It keeps everything together, make sure that nothing gets scratched up when it's in the mail. Just really trying to be cautious and make sure your planner gets to you safely and intact. So let me unwrap this and then we will open it up. Okay, so this is my planner. They did include a couple little cards. So there's this nice little note that says, Casey, we really hope you enjoy your new custom design planner, which is so nice and definitely something that we're not going to get from a bigger company like Erin Condren. So that's really nice. And then there's this little card just kind of with their emblem on it. And then there is this card that has a sample of the new cover material. So one of the things that people kind of complained about the Plum Paper planners in the past was that the cover material was not sturdy enough and just did not feel like it was going to be protective enough. And so this is kind of just to let you know that they have changed it. It's now waterproof, tear-proof, rigid, and sturdy. So you can kind of see I can't really tear that, I can't really bend it. So that's definitely improvement, and I'm glad that they kind of let you know that that's what they're doing. So this is my planner and the cover that I chose. I love the color scheme and the watercolor effects, but the cool thing about Plum Paper is that if you want to change the colors of your cover or if you want to change the font, anything like that, all you have to do is message them put a little note with your order, and then they can just change it for you, no problem. Kind of another one of those benefits of a smaller company. Like I said, Erin Condren can't always do things like that just because they have so many orders. So that was super easy, and I really thought that that was a nice way to customize it. You can see that there's this extra protective layer in front of my cover. You have this clear plastic over my rigid cover material to make sure that this stays nice and pretty and doesn't get scratched up, which I also love because in my backpack and on my desk it can get a little scratched. So then, let me move this over a little bit, and then you open it and you get to kind of the opening page. And so this says student planner because I did get the student planner layout, which you'll see in a second. Plum Paper does offer a multitude of layouts though. So they have multiple horizontals, verticals, an hourly, a student planner, and also a family planner. So there's plenty of layouts, definitely a lot of options. The paper quality, I will tell you guys, is so nice. It's smooth, it just really feels like it's great quality paper. So now with this page, you kind of get a yearly view of 2016, and then the same thing for 2017. And then the next page is these special dates. So you can see that you have January through December, and it's just kind of a place to include maybe birthdays, things you need to remember, if you have an anniversary, something like that. It's a nice little place for that. And then you have a very similar page with the colored boxes, except there's no title. So you can kind of add anything you want here. If you want to keep track of spending and, clothing, things like that, kind of anything you want to do here, it's just a nice page to plan with. So then after this, you do get to your monthly tab. This is a monthly tab for July, which is the start month of my planner. You can see that the entire tab is laminated, and it has this other place that says July. It's this pretty lime green, and it does have this little design. When you flip this tab though, one thing that's different from the Erin Condren is that you don't open straight into the monthly spread. You get this kind of monthly highlights page and a notes page. So this has goals, birthdays, events, things to remember, and this is just a nice extra place to jot things down if you need to. So then you get to this monthly view. What I really like about the Plum Paper is that all of the views are very clean. There's a couple little colored things to spice it up, but really you can do what you want with this. You can leave it plain, you can add stickers, you can add color. There's just a lot that you can do with it, which I like. You see that there is the holiday for Independence Day here, and they have the holidays kind of small at the bottom and in gray. So like I said, you can leave that, or you can definitely put something over it, make it a little more exciting. And then you have the next month view down here just with the dates. So then when you turn the page, you do get to your first weekly layout. And so this, you can see, is the layout of the student planner. So I have my class subjects column here, and what you can see is I have a little box for assumably each of my subjects. So I could have my calculus here, physics here, anything like that, and then you have a row for each class going through the week. Now, one thing that is different in Plum Paper that I'll show you is you can see that right here you have the 27th, the 28th, the 29th, and the 30th, and that is of June, and those are kind of grayed out. So instead of just having a blank space, Plum Paper puts those dates in here so you know, hey, these aren't necessarily part of July. They gray them out, but you still have them in case there's anything extra important that you need to look back on, which is kind of nice. And so then when you get into July, it starts with the color for that month. With the student planner, you do get your Saturday and Sunday kind of condensed, which I like though because I don't need to do a lot of planning on the weekends. Usually I'm just relaxing. I might have a social event or two, but I don't need a full column for that. Over here I have room for a checklist or a to-do list or maybe some stickers. And then I like this little box down here for quizzes and tests where I can check them off and just keep a nice weekly overview of the big things I have going on that week. So, you know, this kind of continues, and I'll just flip through really quickly and show you the colors of the Plum Paper Planner because they are different than the Erin Condren. They're a little more subtle. So this is kind of that lighter lime green. You get into mint in September, a little darker in October, even darker in November, getting more into a blue for December, and then different shades of purple in January, February, and March. So February and then March. A peachy color in April, a little darker in May. This I would say is more of a salmon for June. And then I do have July of 2017 again, and they did repeat that lime green color. So those are kind of the color overviews for the month. Now, after my last month, I did what is called add-ons. So another really nice part of Plum Paper is they have these things called add-ons that you can basically add to the end of your planner, or a couple of them you can add to the end of each month. So there's different options. I chose to get a meals section, which they have nicely tabbed here as meals. So it's kind of just an option to plan my meals. There's some kitchen conversions, grocery lists for each week of the month, and then like a meal planning page for each month, which is really nice, especially having my first apartment and really trying to learn how to cook and learn how to do some of those things. This will definitely help. And then in the back of this section, there is a place for favorite meals, and you can say what meal type they are, where you got them. And then your takeout favorites, so your restaurant, the phone number, and your favorite dish, in case you want to have that Netflix night in and you need to order something really quickly. And then you can see my next add-on was fitness, so I'm really trying to get more fit. I've definitely gotten lax about my activeness and going to the gym and things like that, so I wanted to add one of these kind of just to give me that extra motivation. So it's another tab, and in here I have a page for statistics with my start and end date of when I use it, different measurements for the start and end, a statement, some motivation, milestones, and some goals, which is really nice just to have all laid out and, like I said, add some extra motivation. And then there's the monthly pages that have kind of an overview on the left, with your weight at the top, some monthly goals, a fitness plan, highs and lows, things like that. And then you can actually list your daily exercise, the time, the distance, the sets, the reps, and then your water intake, which is really nice. I think that definitely having a place to write it down and check it off will keep me accountable. And at the end of this section, you do have this graph for your weight progress. Sorry, I probably won't use this, but you know, if you're really into seeing how much weight you've lost, this could be great for you. I'm more about getting more healthy, not necessarily how much weight I'm losing, but it's definitely a nice little tool in there. And then my last add-on was checklists. This is one of the couple add-ons that I could have dispersed at the end of each month, but I just kind of thought it would be better to have it at a tab. It says checklists, and so you can see it's just little blank pages where I can have checklists. I plan on using this for grades, so have like my class, and then, you know, maybe homework 1, my grade, homework 2, my grade, tests, things like that. Just a nice way where I can look and see, hey, this is how I'm doing, and keep on top of it. So they put a good amount of these at the end. And then after these, you just have some blank pages, which are in every notebook, just kind of some extra notes. And then you have these pages, so passwords here, a contacts page that does go on to both sides, a U.S. holidays page, which is nice because I never know when any holidays are, and if I do want to do some decoration, it'll be nice to plan ahead for those. And they do show you 2016, 2017, and 2018, even though my planner ends in 2017. So if I'm really needing to think that far ahead, they do have that option for me, which is nice. And then there's a 2018 yearly overview, again, just kind of in the back as a, hey, if you need to plan something super far in advance, here's a tool for you. And then they do have a pocket, you know, just a nice little double-sided place if I need to stick anything, notes, maybe stickers, things like that. Definitely nice to have. They don't have a little Ziploc, kind of like Erin Condren does, but maybe I'll add one in there. I don't know if I necessarily need that, but we'll definitely see. I'll keep y'all posted on that. And then this is the back, and the back kind of clear sheet. And so that is my planner. I'm so excited, you guys, to kind of use this, and I'll definitely keep you updated on Plan With Me videos and things like that, so you can see how I use this, how I use my stickers, what I do, and kind of just get going from there. So thank you so much. I hope this helped. I hope this definitely showed you another option that you have, and watch out for some more videos in the future.